Alex Caruso is off to a concerning start with the Oklahoma City Thunder as his three-point shot and really his shot in general has not been there for the squad. And it has people wondering, is he actually a player that's going to make a difference with this squad? Were we better off keeping Josh Giddey? Why is this trade necessary if he can't score the ball? And it has everyone questioning that. However, when you look at his defensive ability, it can kind of negate that. However, we were told when trading for this guy, looking at his previous stats, how he played with the Chicago Bulls, that this was going to be the key difference maker for the Oklahoma City Thunder, all right? Now we have a reliable corner three-point guy, one of the best 3-and-D guys in the league, someone that's always getting votes for Defensive Player of the Year, two-time All-NBA Defensive Player, first team in the 2023 season, then second team last season. So it was one of those things where getting him, there were all these positives. Now all of a sudden, the shooting is just completely gone. So Thunder fans really have no idea what's going on with Alex Caruso, and it's concerning. However, there was an article by Joel Lorenzi in the Oklahoman that I think kind of summarizes what's going on and why it's a concerning start and if we should be worrying as Thunder fans. We're going to break down the article today, go into detail about it, get some quotes from Alex Caruso that he said to the Oklahoman as well, and just kind of go into why it's been a concerning start. Before we get into that, though, if you guys don't want to miss a single minute of the action here at Thunder Digest and stay up to date with Thunder News, the best way to do that is by hitting the subscribe button and hitting that bell notification. We're about to hit 2,000 subs as well. That'd be crazy if we do. So once again, thank you guys for all the support you guys have shown before. With that out of the way, we can go ahead and get into today's video talking about Alex Caruso, this slow shooting start for him. And really, just being honest, I'm not personally concerned. I'm not. We're 7-1 of him shooting the ball horribly. He's been playing such good defense and passing the ball so well, it doesn't matter. Yes, there are games where he doesn't even make a single shot. He goes 0 for 5, all right, 0 for 6. But yet he still has like a +7, +8 in the plus minus due to his defensive and passing ability. Just the shooting will come, all right? It will come. And I think Joel Lorenzi kind of summarized it well in the article that he had here, all right? And we're going to go ahead and go into it. We got a lot from this article. It is a long one, but I feel like we needed a majority of that information to actually realize what is going on with Caruso. Alex Caruso will tell you why his offensive start in OKC with the Thunder, at least in terms of efficiency, hasn't been the fairy tale that acquiring him was. He knows the numbers. He'll nod his head upon mention of them. Through OKC's first 7 games, all right, and 8 games now, he's still around this, percentage-wise. So it's a little bit concerning, but here it is. Caruso is shooting just 27.6% from the field and 16.7% from 3, while averaging the fewest 2-point attempts of his career and of how little he's shooting. And then he'll shrug. That's not out of indifference. Part of the bargain in snagging Caruso was absorbing the qualities that have kept the 30-year-old cool during the stretch, the kind that might see others sink into an identity crisis. And this is where I think like the whole Josh Giddey would have been better kind of narrative takes a little dip here, all right? All love to Josh over in Chicago. He's actually been doing decently to start off this season, all right? He's had some good games over in Chicago. He's actually been shooting the ball very well. And so it's nice to see him improve, and I do want him to be very, very good in his career. I don't think that was going to be realized in OKC because he really needs to be the third option on a team, a third or second option. In Chicago, he's going to have that opportunity. He's going to be the main facilitator over there. In OKC, he was never going to be that with the rise of Shai, Dub, and Chet. All right, we didn't expect Dub to be this, contention for second scoring option on a team. We were expecting him to be a third or fourth option. But now with this rise of him, it kind of negated Josh Giddey, and that's why we needed to trade him away, and then boom. So I still think in terms of the value that we got in return, we still won this trade, but Chicago also won. It was a win-win scenario for both squads, all right? It truly was. So the trade is still working out when you look at the defensive capability and passing ability that Alex Caruso is providing. The passing isn't on the level of Josh Giddey, but the defense is so much better, and once Caruso gets going, he is a better shooter than Josh Giddey. Now into the second part of the article here by Joel Lorenzi. This is a quote from Giddey. I just try to do whatever the team needs to win, Caruso told Oklahoman after OKC's 102-86 win over the Magic on Monday. The last couple years in Chicago, we had guys out. I was on the ball a little more as a lead guard, but here we got Shai, we got Dub, even Cason Wallace on the ball a little more. We got a lot of options, so for me, it's just about figuring out how I help us win games right now. It's not taking 10 shots a night. And he's not taking a lot of shots. In Chicago, I feel like he had to take a bunch of shots over there because realistically, they don't really have a ton of scoring options, especially when he was there. You have Zach LaVine, who's very wishy-washy. He can give you a 25-point game, and then all of a sudden, he doesn't even score a single point. Vucevic isn't a great scoring option either. Really, they only had Kobe White. That's all they really had. So Alex Caruso, majority of the time, had to be a third or second scoring option for the Bulls. Over here, he might not even be a top 5 scoring option for us. That's how good of an offensive team we are, so we don't really need his scoring capability. It's the defense. All right? There's an old term that goes defense wins championships. And it proves true a lot of the time. When you have a great defense, it doesn't matter how your offense is looking if you're only letting up 90 to 95 points a game. In the NBA, every offense can score 100. And if we're holding teams under 100 a game, I'll take that. We'll still win even with Alex Caruso shooting horribly. It's fine. All right? And also, this last part of the article, I keep saying it, this really summarizes. I truly believe this summarizes what's going on with Caruso and the impact he brings. He leads the league in deflections per game, 3.7. Is just 5 deflections shy, 265 of De'Aaron Fox for the league crown despite far fewer minutes. 7th in total loose balls recovered and is 17th in the league in steals per game. He's averaging 1.7. Here's a jarring parallel to some Caruso start. Entering Wednesday, Caruso has more steals than field goals, and this still holds true after our loss to the Denver Nuggets. As a facilitator, Caruso has mastered the extra pass. He's located as many corner shooters as anyone. He hasn't started, but per 36 minutes, he's averaging the 3rd most assists on the team. On Monday, he joked of dreams of leaving Chicago in hopes of spending more time on the wing, carrying the tone of father retiring to reconnect with his family. This is really like what summarizes it right here. The definitive wing spot has gradually become his estranged son. With the Bulls, he spent time as a 4. With the Thunder, he's played up to the 5 in some lineups, toying with the idea of being a role man. So it's one of those things where he hasn't truly played his position. You know, he's really like, you can play him at the 4 at times, all right? But playing him at the 5, that's dangerous, okay? It is dangerous. Really, he needs to play the 1 through 3, all right? If he needs to play the 4, so be it. That happens, but he shouldn't be playing the 5. And part of that is just due to the bad luck of injuries that we've had so far. Jay Will is still out. Isaiah Hartenstein's still out. Kendrick Williams is looking nice. He should be back soon, but even then, he's not a huge body down low. We just don't have a ton of size. Ousmane Dieng's been playing well, but he hasn't been getting a ton of minutes is the problem. So it's one of those things where we don't have the size right now, so he has to play the center position. And so sometimes it's just hard for him to score being guarded by taller opponents where he can't see the basket. Once we have Hartenstein back and he's more matched up on a 3, it'll be fine. I think you can see scoring output from him increase. We saw it in the preseason. Alex Caruso was scoring the ball decently well, especially if Isaiah Hartenstein on the court, and everyone was scoring better with Hartenstein due to Hartenstein's passing ability to find everyone and his screen setting ability on and off ball to get guys open for shots. All right? When Hartenstein's back, I think we're going to see an increase in Caruso's offensive production and really everyone's offensive production. This offense is really going to unlock with him. So I'm not worried about Caruso's slow start offensively. Not at all. Okay? I get there's reasons to be concerned. I truly get that. However, his defensive ability and passing ability have been negating that fact. We are fine. The shooting will come. You also got to remember, we have the best shooting coach in the league with Chip. All right? We're going to be fine offensively with Caruso. He's going to figure it out. It's a slow start, shaking rust off, getting used to a new team, and also playing out of position, having guards taller than him by 6-7 inches guarding him, where he can't even see the bucket, and sometimes he has to bang down low. It doesn't help him out very much. It doesn't. So it's going to come, all right? You have to have faith in the guy. You have to trust that it's going to come along, especially once we are a healthy team. That's all I got for this video. If you guys don't agree with me, Joel, I know you're going to see this and you're going to disagree with me. But give me your guys' reasons why it's still concerning, like we should still be concerned, or like, yeah, you agree with me. It's going to be fine, especially once we get Hartenstein back. Let me know down in the comments section below. I'll see you guys in the next video.